Yes, and welcome back to the 94 Club for your daily dose of country music. Look, this week we've got artists like Shakey Graves, The White Buffalo, Koe Wetzel, The Dead South, Marcus King, all coming up on the channel. Yeah, kind of excited. A lot of these I haven't even heard before. Tyler Tuesdays is back as well, so I hope you enjoy it. If you're new to the channel, what we try and do here is review country music, touch on different subgenres within country. I'm learning as we go as well. And anything you can provide, a bit of context behind the song if you like the song and that's what's brought you to the channel. But the long-term vision is we grow a bit of a community here where we can all grow and interact with each other, take context out of songs, and then eventually we can start looking at bringing other like lesser known artists that are just coming through, feature them on the channel for free, and we'll kind of see where it goes. But yeah, if you like the content, make sure you hit subscribe, make sure you like the video that you're watching, hit that notification bell as well if you want to stay up to date to all the latest videos. But let's see what we got today. Right, so this is the first one up this week. The White Buffalo, The Whistler, live at the Guitar Centre. I had a lot of requests for this song specifically, so I'm excited to hear it and see what it's about. I did mention previously that I watched Sons of Anarchy on the channel, and I think that's where the request has come from. Maybe the song's in it, and I'll listen to it. I've just Googled it, and I'm looking at a little bit of background information on it. It looks like it's more folk music than country, but like I said, on this channel we're going to primarily look at country, and we'll sort of deviate off into folk music, and yeah, we'll never stray too far from that. So what we'll look at doing is listening to this. We'll see what it's about. But yeah, I mean, I'm interested, I'm excited. Let's kick this week off.
All right, this is a song, basically he gets shot and comes back from the war, and he's pretty disturbed when he comes back, and it's not adjusting really to civilian life, and he still feels like a killing machine and kind of bloodthirsty, and so this song follows.
I think the sort of context that he's given to this is probably going to be quite important to the song. I think always within music, if you're being quite abstract with your lyrics and your message, I think it's important to give a bit of background, just to sort of educate the listener a little bit more so they're in the right frame of mind going into the video. So for me, this is important to know.
This time is different. It's not like the time before. Well, I cross my heart that I won't kill no more. Jesus, watch over me, keep my anger at home. You better bless these wicked hands, 'cause they got a mind of their own. Don't go downtown. The devil whispers in my ear, it's time for your curtain call. So I dress myself on up with alcohol. Step aside, oh, let the whistler through. Well, there really ain't no help at all. Folks like me and you, don't go downtown. Don't you go downtown. Well, get your goddamn hands up. Don't you look at me. No other dying here. Well, I came to get it on. Let's get it on.
Right, I'm going to take this back a little bit again because that's. Yeah, we'll take it back even further. Right, so I think I remember this song. Yeah, I think it was. What was it? It was definitely Sons of Anarchy. I think it was when Clay Morrow was leaving the biker gang, and he was having his back tattooed in and having the crest all filled in. I think that's when it was. I remember listening to this song in the background, and I had to pause, rewind it just to listen back to this song again. So I am sort of familiar with it, and it's bringing back that scene. And I think even the lyrics, sorry, I'm waffling a bit because it's just sent my head through a bit of a spin, but even like going back to the lyrics, so you can apply this to both situations. When he says, and the sort of context I took this for Sons of Anarchy, for example, because I know he's talking about a soldier coming back. When he says, keep my anger at home, for me, that's not necessarily a positive thing. If he's like, keep my anger at home, he means keep it in his head. Again, a problem, because if you bottle these things up, they become worse and worse. And over time, and especially men, we do it a lot. If we bottle up our anger or our sadness and our emotions, all of a sudden, like, you can't bottle them up forever, and it comes out in some form and it's negative. So if he's talking about keep my anger at home as in keep it in his head, you can't do that. Equally, if you're saying keep my anger at home as in keep it at home behind closed doors, again, like, who'd you let your anger out on? Is it on yourself? Is it on friends, family members and stuff like that? So it's not positive. And then again, he gets in and he talks about dressing himself up with alcohol. That's like putting on a front, and the alcohol helps suppress emotion. So, it's just a dangerous place to get into. But the song itself, like, I'm going to listen back and we'll talk again at the end. But where he just flips and you can feel that aggression come through, I think it's incredible.
The devil whispers in my ear, it's time for your curtain call. So I dress myself on up with alcohol. Step aside, oh, let the whistler through. Well, there really ain't no help at all. Folks like me and you, don't go downtown. Don't you go downtown. Well, get your goddamn hands up. Don't you look at me. No other dying here. Well, I came to get it on. Let's get it on. This time is different. It's not like the time before. Well, I crossed my heart that I won't kill no more.
So that song, in many ways, is obviously a powerful song. And yeah, going back, I understand why they've applied it to Sons of Anarchy, because there's a very similar situation going on there that it provides a nice backing track to. But if you apply this to someone who's struggling with, I think, you know, if you've killed people and if you're a soldier and you've killed people and you've gone to war and you've come back, I can't even begin to imagine the sort of things that you go through. But I think what's really powerful in this that helps sort of, I guess, tell a story, and, you know, as I guess someone who's struggled with mental health stuff in the past, that when you have in this song, when you have that nice grit and aggression in his voice, and you all of a sudden flip to the nice like sweet whistling and almost the it's quite serene how he does it. You have that hard change from aggression to calm, and what that sort of represents for me personally is the fact that you can go from having bad days to good days, in the within a night's sleep, but I can imagine people that might struggle with like a split personality disorder or bipolar or something like that. They can flip in a second, just like his tone did in there. So there's a lot of things that this song says other than just the message and other than just the words on the surface. You go deeper, and he's applied it to a melody so well, that this is what makes this a brilliant, brilliant song in so many ways. Other than just the sound of his voice, which is also on point, other than the melody of the song, which is brilliant, other than the lyrics, which is brilliant. When it's all tied in together, it just becomes, it almost feels unstoppable. Like you listen to this and you can take everything that he's trying to say. So even with the context at the beginning, it was helpful. I think it put me on the right path, and it means I don't have to listen to it a couple of times to try and work it out. But yeah, I mean, it's a great song. I didn't pay this much attention when I heard it in the series, obviously, because my attention was on that. But yeah, it's a brilliant song, and yeah, I'm keen to hear a bit more from you, for sure. But anyway, yeah, as always, let me know what you think in the comments below. Share any opinions you've got. If you've got any more backstory that might help me apply a bit more context to it, then please share that. But for now, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button as well, and hit that notification bell so you stay up to date with all the latest videos. But for now, that's me. Thank you. Peace.